If God made man in their image, what kind of clothes would an omnipotent being have in their closet?
Not what you expected, huh?
Costume designers have answered this challenging question with an eclectic mix of stylish solutions, from established visual cues to bold new interpretations. They evolved through screen history, emphasizing the changing nature of these supreme characters.
I am the God of thy father.
A disembodied voice attached to a burning light no longer cuts it.
Now knock it off.
Yes, Lord.
Right.
Whether you consider blinding white clothing an afterlife cliché or a classic option, 1981's fantasy adventure throwback Clash of the Titans dresses Zeus in quintessential Mount Olympus attire. Thankfully, Hollywood designers have never been limited to this traditional approach.
The boss will be right out.
When Morgan Freeman undoes a pair of utilitarian coveralls to reveal a resplendent tailored ensemble in Bruce Almighty, his threads expose his identity.
Okay, how many fingers am I holding up?
Who could blame Bruce for questioning him?
9, 6, 8, 1.
A similar style, in a light linen, was co-opted by Constantine's Lucifer in a costume subversion that underscores how devilish style can be, riffing on a classic and claiming the light for the dark. But celestial authorities aren't locked to a capsule wardrobe of ivory garments. In Terry Gilliam's 1981 film Time Bandits, a grey three-piece undercuts any holy fanfare.
I hate having to appear like that. Really is the most tiresome way.
Ralph Richardson's supreme being has a grandfatherly quality, his suit and performance a far cry from the oversized 80s. Avoiding a pearly theme ensures a level of hiding in plain sight for those preaching "thou shalt not reveal thine identity via thine outfit." Not wanting to be defined by their origins, more down-to-earth clothing rather than a stylized approach is the official costume mandate. In Supernatural, God goes by the name Chuck.
You Chuck Shirley?
He masquerades and dresses like a neurotic writer, reassuring viewers that even the higher power can look just like us.
Well, there's only one explanation. Obviously, I'm a god.
You're not a god.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely a god.
Blending in isn't a case of one size fits all. Sometimes clothing assimilation is to put humans at ease.
I picked a look you could understand. With someone else, I would look different.
God?
Preacher's Almighty moves amongst the great unwashed, but rather than fit in down here, he uses a latex Dalmatian costume to aid in avoiding his ruling responsibilities.
Pervy dog suit, ponytail and ear in the Harley.
Maybe this is what God would really want, to just be left alone.
Yeah, you better run!
I am the Metatron. Don't tell me the name doesn't ring a bell.
Inspired just as much by pop culture as by his Catholic upbringing, slacker auteur Kevin Smith undermined biblical imagery in the unconventional Dogma. Behind the Old Testament spectacle of heavenly flame stands Alan Rickman's Metatron, decked out in an office rebel combo of hoodie and blazer that belies his sarcastic demeanour.
How do I know you're an angel?
What, you mean aside from the fiery entrance and the expansive wingspan?
And who would be God for the MTV generation? Well, alt-rock idol Alanis Morissette, of course, who brings godlike glam to the girl next door in her luxury designer Christian Lacroix with $2 orange flip-flops.
We are now, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow.
American Gods introduces a uniquely modern divinity, portraying our devotion to the god of media through a series of instantly recognisable costumes. Whether Marilyn Monroe's indelible 7-year itch frock or Bowie's turquoise Life on Mars suit, there is no mistaking who Gillian Anderson is portraying.
You need to think about your brand, how you want the world to see you.
American Gods isn't the only Neil Gaiman work to bring deities to the screen. In Good Omens, costume designer Claire Anderson has 6,000 years to establish Aziraphale and Crowley's angel and demon brands. Meanwhile, Antichrist, Adam Young, has no such fashion notions.
But I'm just a kid.
That's no excuse. He innocently favours the clothes that his earthbound mother kindly picked out for him. When God is amongst us, dressing like us, it's reassuring. But the devil in a blue anorak, pass the holy water. Whether it is a canonical interpretation or a sacrilegious play on celestial fashion, there is no authorised style Bible when it comes to crafting a heavenly concept.
That was by design.
In Hail Caesar, the Coen brothers recognised that with the many different options for dressing a deity come many chances to delight and offend.
God loves everyone.
God is love.
God is who is.
This is special. Who isn't who is?
But how should God be rendered in a motion picture?
God isn't in the motion picture.
When the moment to show the deity comes, the Coens build to a biblical crescendo that stops just short of a revelation.
What thing is this?